The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Vincent. Runs through a tackle. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think
he's got it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, USC! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, get it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Gonna swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Watkins. Turning it on. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. The extra point here would tie the game.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just...
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Flips it out to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So now on comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Smith wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The short hands, it's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All wideouts, no backs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks.
Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Smith dropping to pass. The throw. The short hands, it's Watkins. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Caught near the sideline, it's Jordan. Well, so he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
He could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from this passing game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. With the catch, it's Vincent. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's fourth down.
The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll have it in plus territory at the 45. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play.
Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That's caught. It's Jordan. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. Extending the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Smith dropping to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. On a little time, lets it go. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Trojans. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that pass. There he goes! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. Dances away. Gets rid of it. It's complete. And he's wrestled to the ground.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Smith wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to scramble. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Miller. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have... Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Grab near the marker is Fowler. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Trojans are on the move. Quarterback making checks. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his man. It's Fowler. Dragged down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Kansas stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Lawrence. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Smith dropping to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Fowler. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Inside the 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, the defense everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Motion from the wideout. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. From the gun. Give on the inside. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
Smith dropping to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Plucks it out of the air. The decision to go for 2 proved to be a good one. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A quick pass to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. He might want another play. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Smith wants to throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now